Hello, for those of you who don't know, my name is Scotty Hall, and I'm here today to talk about a certain thing that was created in 2005 and has just since skyrocketed to the top of the platform for social media. And this thing is called YouTube. And it's what we're all a part of, and we're all making videos, and it's one of the greatest platforms ever created to give a single individual human being a voice and a platform to where they can be seen all over the world. But in doing this, in 2005, they have branched off that they have NBA sections, they have, tennis sections, all kinds of sports, movie sections, DVDs, just whatever you want to talk about on here. But in 2005, people were getting bored with the wrestling business, so the way I feel is that they got on here and they said, well, this is a good idea. Since I'm tired of the product, I'm going to make videos about it, either ranting about it, either talking good about it, or just putting my view out there and what I feel should happen and what needs to happen. And it was an awesome idea, so I could imagine how great it was back then. I mean, I don't know because I wasn't a part of it. It's just, I can imagine how the old shooters got together and talked amongst each other, and it was all fine and dandy, and everybody was cool, and it was just awesome. Everybody was talking. There may have been a couple people that disputed and had different views, but it wasn't as bad as what it is. It's like that they had a run of a couple years and then they disappeared, some of them, and some of them have stuck around. And then you get to today's YWC, which is, my opinion, the hellhole of YouTube. And it's honestly makes me feel sad and just ashamed to be a part of something like this, to be one of the coolest ideas for a YouTube platform and a community. It's an awesome idea for us to get on here and talk about wrestling, but in the end, all we're talking about is theatrics. It's a scripted sport. I mean, the wrestling is real, but the storylines are fake. And it's all staged. They're just glorified stuntmen. And the promos are acting. It's a soap opera for men. And it's a sad thing that my love for this sport, since a child growing up and been in it for 32, 33 years now, and to see what it was and what it came to and what it is now. And I'm sure that the old people on here know what it was in the YWC and what it is now. Now, I know if I've been on here for 3.5 months and I'm already sick of it, I can imagine what the people are that have been on here for the better part of 6, 7 years. I mean, it's just ridiculous what goes on in this community. And it's never going to change, because it's a bunch of people that had their 15 minutes of fame, and now they're either not here anymore, or they're sick of it, or they're not relevant. They're trying to hang on to everything that they acquired back then, and they're trying to glorify it again. But you can only do so much after you've already tarnished your name. And to be honest, it's just a bunch of grouchy old shooters that don't want to hang it up. It's like the WWE. They don't want to put anybody over, and they don't want any newcomers coming in because they feel like they're the only ones that matter. So the way I feel is that I'm going to change my YWC one day, one view, one sub at a time. I asked you to take this journey with me, and people know if you guys are real wrestling fans, you can tell that I am too, and I really would like to talk to y'all and and get this community back on track, because this is not going to be a community for me. I'm thinking about this embarking from just, separating myself from the community, because it's so tarnished and just so bad of a community to be associated with, that my YWC is going to be my YouTube wrestling channel. I'm just dropping the community. Now, if you want to be a part of the channel, then we can have our own community, which we can start over fresh, and we can build whatever we want, and make whatever we want to be associated with wrestling, instead of dealing with all this drama and all this crap that nobody even talks wrestling. So I've sent out probably 4 emails to people that I feel are good enough to be associated with all this, and feel like that they have a voice, that they can express their opinions and put forth the effort and make this back, not even back, but better than what it is right now. I mean, you could go out and throw a rock in a yard and it would be better than what it is right now. It's just disgusting. It's the most horrible people I've ever encountered in my life. And, it's just pitiful that they can act this way behind a computer screen, but knowing that they would not act this way in real life. So I want to talk wrestling, and I know it doesn't matter and you can ignore it and everything like that, but you got to have other people that want to do the same thing. And all I'm asking is that we start one day at a time and rebuild it, because I know that people want to talk it and people still talk it, just a very, very, very few. And some of them are good, some of them are terrible. It's just what you got to weed through all the crap just to get to one good video. So I want to make it better. So I'm just saying that I'm going to do the wrestling thing, and that's all I'm going to talk, because I don't want to deal with this drama stuff, and I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be in between it all. I just want to have a YouTube wrestling channel with no trolls and a bunch of people that actually want to talk wrestling. So if you want to talk wrestling with me or whatever, just PM me, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We can rebuild it one day at a time, and if it's not going to be rebuilt, then somebody's going to catch on to it, and they're going to like this video, and they're going to like the idea. And I've already sent out a couple of emails to certain people, and if you want to, if you don't, then never mind. I mean, it's just not really that big of a deal. It's just wrestling. It's all scripted anyway. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Remember, we all have a video camera, we all have internet, and we all have an opinion.